Welcome to the Turkey Hunter Podcast, the original all-turkey, all-the-time podcast with your co-hosts Andy Gagliano and Cameron Weddington.
In our weekly podcast, we're going to bring you some wild turkey calling tips like this.
From there, we're going to go into, she's aggravated, there's another hen that's challenged her, or she's challenging another hen. She's going to cut an excited yelp.
Advice from old pro turkey hunters like this.
The turkeys typically don't like, I think, more times than not, to travel in an easterly direction into the sun first thing in the morning, especially after he gets up. It's a blinding thing. It's just like you. It's hard for you to see into the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So if I have a choice, I'm going to try to make it so that I'm going to be on the west side in the morning, east side in the afternoon of a turkey.
Exciting live hunts like this.
Holy crap, they're coming. Holy cow. Oh, God.
Then we're going to teach you how to cook your bird with advice such as this.
With some fresh rosemary and garlic, and then cool that off and spread that along the inside of that butterflied turkey breast that we've seasoned on both sides.
Wildlife management tips for your property, especially with turkeys like this.
If you look at the type of habitats that turkeys need for nesting and brooding, that tends to be habitat that can be managed more successfully with growing season fire than with dormant season fire.
And hopefully along the way, we'll get plenty of these.
Well, on November the 28th of 1953, I was attached. When I popped out of my mom and the baby doctor spanked me on the bottom, I went, oh! And I've been doing it ever since.
I like that.
Thank you for tuning in. And now, for this week's show. Hello, and welcome back to this week's episode of the Turkey Hunter Podcast. You are listening to episode, I still don't know where we are in this list of episodes. I'll get it together here before too long, but I'm just going to say it's 528.
That works for me.
It could be 4,072 for all I know. I don't have a clue. I think that's pretty close. We'll go with 528.
Whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. It's the newest episode.
Yeah, you're listening to the newest episode of the Turkey Hunter Podcast, and I am your co-host and the guy who got to talk to Hef last night.
Oh, man, buttering me up. I'm your co-host, and I'm the guy who got outwitted by Wiley.
Oh, yeah, you did. I've heard that story already, but I'll go ahead and say this. I told Cameron when I called him, I said, man, I've talked to you more in the last 24 hours than I've spoken with you in the past 2 months.
Yeah.
Which is actually, I believe it's true.
Yeah. Been the best 24 hours of your life, I hope.
It has, well, I'm going to cut your story, cut your legs out from underneath your story and just say it is, because one of those chats we had involved you being on camera, and I got to see Cameron all decked out in his bathrobe like Hugh Hefner.
Oh yeah, I was good and relaxed for our phone call we had last night, and had my video on as our guest did, who we'll share that episode here in a few weeks. Look at us getting ahead. We got guests booked out, man. We're back with force.
I don't really hate to tease this episode because it's probably 2 months or so before we're going to post it. Mm-hmm. But that was good.
Yeah.
That was good stuff. So I'd say sometime maybe end of January, early February, we'll be dropping that episode, and it was solid.
Yes, no doubt. But to elaborate on getting outwitted, I've got some traps in the ground, steel in the ground, trying to reduce some predators behind my house. And it's honestly amazing. So I've got some CRP behind my house. It is amazing how many different predators hunt that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've got, 38 acres. I had 3 coyotes last night, a cat, 2 dogs, another dog, 3 bobcats, a possum, a skunk, a couple coons. I'm like, good night. How is there anything left to live in there?
And a partridge in a
Yeah.
pear tree.
There's like a predator per rabbit going around back there. It's crazy. And so anyway, I got some traps out and caught a bobcat, which that was cool. Killed 1 bobcat, caught a coyote, and then shot a coyote. And I've got 3 more coyotes I'm trying to catch. And last night, all 3 of them were together and literally like digging at the hole I had a dirt hole set. One pulled my sheep's wool out of there, was rolling around on it, never stepped on the trap. So I have added to that set. That specific set's been my most consistent picture-wise. I got cameras on each of them so that I can just look and see if I caught anything. I don't have to actually go around every time.
Yeah.
And I put another trap to the right of my current trap on the other side of the dirt hole, and then I actually put a back-off trap on the trail itself. So if one's kind of standing back, I kind of just watched the video of them last night and picked where they were mostly standing and put traps in those areas.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Hopefully report back next week with a couple catches. Be cool to get a double. I've never done that, but that'd be neat.
That would be neat.
Catch one, and then he's sitting there going, his buddy comes up, gets snagged too. That'd be great.
Yes, indeed.
That would be good. But we thought it'd be good for today's episode to do a Christmas spectacular.
I like that.
The
Turkey Hunter podcast.
Turkey Spectacular.
Christmas Spectacular.
Bring it on. So we got, turkey hunting, I will say, you can spend some money turkey hunting, but by and large, it's not like duck hunting. You don't have to have an unbelievable amount of gear to go turkey hunting. But Andy and I both have some products. We're not affiliated with anyone. We have zero allegiance to anyone. But we have some products we've used that we think would make very good Christmas gifts if you're looking for a Christmas gift for a turkey hunter, or if you are a turkey hunter, something to ask for this Christmas. And then we also thought we'd talk about some things we're asking for this Christmas.
I like it. What do you think?
Man, I'll
jump
kick
in
us
and
off.
do it.
Kick us off. So one of my favorite things I have right now that I'm super hype on was a gift from Mr. Scott McDonald after I helped him get his Tennessee turkey. And it is a turkey tote / duck tote.
Mm-hmm.
So Brian with Moonshine Leatherworks made it for me. And it's customized, has my name on it. It's pretty cool. And so it's one of these turkey totes where it has 2 loops, one on each end. You put the turkey's head in one end and both legs in the other end.
Yeah.
And then carry him like a purse. It's awesome. I had one before where you put the 2 legs in there and, throw him over your shoulder. And it was good. But this way of carrying a turkey, if you kill one a couple miles deep, I'm talking this is the way.
Yeah.
Because you can strap him on, go kind of diagonal with that thing across your chest as a pad in the middle, and put him on diagonal. And it is so easy to carry that turkey.
Yeah. I've got one of those as well. And, it's not really, you're not carrying it like a purse. You're carrying it like a European carry-all. It's not a purse.
I don't even know what the heck that is, but it's pretty great. And then this one, it came with, he had this custom made. It has 2 clips that clip onto it that have leather. It has 6 smaller loops that clip on so you can carry out your limit of ducks as well. So I use this thing. I had it loaded in ducks on opening day. We smoked them. So I had, carried 20 ducks on it. And then this spring I'll be carrying gobblers out with it. So I'm getting so much use out of it. It is so cool. It's, I don't know, it's just a cool item to have, getting to go in there and put the little clips on for duck season. Then when turkey season's coming, I take them off and throw it in my turkey, my vest. And anyway, I've used the absolute heck out of this thing. In the few cases, I think one case in which I killed 2 gobblers in one shot in a state in which it was legal. it was really nice. Carried 2 of them out with it.
Yeah.
And that was over a mile hike. I probably wouldn't have chosen to shoot them both if I could have, but happened to have done that on accident. So that's my first one. Moonshine Leatherworks. Brian makes an awesome turkey tote. And then if you want to get it custom made to where it's turkey and duck, can't beat that. I get a ton of use out of it. I'm using it about 100 days out of the year.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Scott gave me mine as well, and it's the same style.
Oh, cool.
As what you have, and I've enjoyed that. That's been very
You
useful.
have a clip-on deer tote with it?
Yes. Yeah.
Or a chipmunk, clip-on chipmunk tote?
Well, that is something that I'm getting Brian to work on for me at Moonshine, and so I think he's going to have something for me at Unicoi.
Yeah, tiny drowning loops. Perfect.
Well, the key with those loops for the chipmunks is to get them off of your body. That way you don't get wet after you've taken them for swimming lessons.
Yeah, there you go. So is yours, it's just the turkey strap, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the
Have
loop
you
on
used
each
it?
end. Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's the way. The first one I ever carried out with that, I was like, oh my God, this is the way.
Yeah. I don't know. It feels a little bit like cheating.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Yeah. When I'm 70 and I don't have mass tinnitus of the elbow from carrying out gobblers so much, I'm not going to be too sad because I think I was on pace. If I carried them all the way I used to, I'm pretty sure my elbows would have been shot.
That's a good problem to have, though.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, what's first on your list of something you have or something you're wanting?
So I'm going to work backwards on mine. So I'm going to start at number 5 on mine because mine are kind of in order here. This is just so utilitarian, but think about how quickly and easily you would use this. Gas cards, hotel cards, gift cards, and airline gift cards for the traveling turkey hunter, of course. So
that is a good idea.
Again, it's utilitarian, but I mean, look, if you're going to travel and turkey hunt, you're going to likely use all of those things.
Yeah.
If you live in Kansas or Missouri, you could hit either coast pretty easily without flying. Then just get you some gas cards and rock and roll. But I mean, those airline gift cards, those can come in handy for your trip to Mexico for a Gould's or your trip to Hawaii, and you'd use the heck out of them. So it's about as simple and straightforward as you can get. And for those who already know where they're going, and by the way, it is December. And if you don't know where you're going, you might ought to get started on getting that trip planned. But if you know where you're going and you have not bought your airfare yet, go ahead and just tell your loved one what you are. Just send them the link for your airfare. Let them buy it for you and gift you that.
Yeah, or hunting license.
That's on my list. That was like number 3 on my list. So
I jumped ahead.
That's okay. That's all right. I got a pile of stuff over here, so I'll let you steal one off of my list.
You go ahead and take it. I didn't even have that written down. That just came to me. That's a very common ask that I have for my birthday, which is February 22nd, is for siblings to either go in together and get me a hunting license for a state I'm planning to hunt, or at least contribute towards one. I think it's kind of cool. It's like they're gifting you a piece of the trip.
It absolutely is. And those out-of-state hunting licenses, and tags, they're not cheap anymore.
Oh gosh, what is it? Arkansas's $500 and something now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I saw where Oklahoma has increased theirs. It's $375 for one bird.
Man, that's wild.
Yeah.
It's gotten ridiculously expensive. So those out-of-state hunting licenses and turkey tags, man, that is a phenomenal gift.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. Somebody gave me a $350 tag for Oklahoma. I'd be a happy dude.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's expensive tag.
Yeah.
But
all right. What you got next on yours?
So one I'm asking for is new gloves. So I have used the same turkey gloves since before college. and they're this past season when I used them, I think all 5 of the fingers are worn out. They have a hole in the side of the palm. One of them has a giant hole right in the palm where a New York gobbler tried to spur the tar out of me. And they literally were mostly shreds of what used to be gloves that I would piece together on my hands for mornings. And finally, after this fall turkey season, I looked at them and I was like, I don't know why I feel a sentimental value towards these gloves. I guess because they've been wrapped around so many gobblers in my life, but I think it's time to get a new pair. So I'm getting new ones, and I like the ones that are kind of the stretch fit. I don't want something that's super spandexy that's shiny, but I want something that's kind of stretchy and has the thumb and index finger free.
Yes.
That's like a must have for me. I do not want to have to take off my gloves if I want to whip my phone out and look at Onyx to mark that turkey that just gobbled, or whatever it is. I want my thumb and index finger free. And then also, for some reason, I have a weird complex of like, I have to feel the trigger. I cannot stand not feeling the trigger when I shoot for ducks, whatever it is. I don't care how cold it is. My fingers got to be on the cold steel when I take a live. So I like that index finger free. So they're just cheap. Old Tom. Again, I have no allegiance to any brand. I did the Old Tom Performance Stretch Fit Shooter turkey gloves for $20. That was an ask.
There you go.
So that is next on my list.
Very solid. So I went actually, it's a lot different direction than my first, or I should say number 5 on my list. And number 4 on my list is, and I've got to touch and feel this. So, and I haven't yet, but I've seen the Summit turkey vest system, and that looks pretty cool. So
look it up.
What's that?
I said, I'm going to look it up real quick, see what it looks like.
Yeah. So, I've got a turkey vest. Actually, I've got 2 turkey vests, but I've got a turkey vest now that has the stadium style seat in it that you slide out, and you don't have to have your back against a tree to sit. It has the supports in it. And I really like that vest, especially for hunting at home when, I may get 2 miles away from the truck, but 2 miles carrying a 10-pound turkey vest on your back is not too bad. When I'm on an out-of-state trip and I'm going to be gone all day and on my feet all day long, I don't necessarily want that kind of weight. So I'm considering this, or going to look at this pretty heavily, just as a lighter alternative to my heavy vest that I wear here at home. And actually, I do wear it on my out-of-state trips as well, just because my other vest that I have is my old turkey vest it was the very first one I ever bought when I started turkey hunting. And it's retired, but not entirely retired. But the reason that I don't necessarily like to take it out is because it is slap worn out. The seams are busted on it, and a lot of the pockets, and I don't want to be Cameron and losing my gear everywhere that I go. So I don't really take it out anywhere, but I still have it because it deserves to be in a shadow box, kind of like your gloves do. So
an ugly shadow box with those gloves.
So that is something that I'm looking at, and I intend to get my hands on one just to see if it's something I want to buy, but something along those lines.
Yeah, nice. I honestly am getting to where I'm like, I don't even know if I could carry water without a vest. I honestly think I may just not even wear one anymore.
I did that for years. I turkey hunted for 6 years without a vest.
Wow.
And
did you carry water just like in your pocket or what?
No, I just carried it in my back like a camel does in the hump on my back.
Drank a ton on the way.
Uh-huh.
Never heard of turkey gobbling, goes peeing the whole time. But...
Yeah. And then, when I would run out of the hump, I would just drink my own urine, and then that would hold me over till I got back to the nearest stream or lake that I could drink out of. No, seriously, I don't think I drink as much water as you do.
I drink so much water.
Yeah, you do. But the only reason I ever bought a turkey vest was to take on my first out-of-state hunting trip. And so after you've hunted with a vest, you're kind of like, yeah, I like having this stuff handy and not being without. But, I was like you at a point in time. I just was on a streak. I had a couple of calls that I could just hold up and show to the world, and turkeys would just die. Like, if they were within a mile radius of me holding this call up to the world, the turkeys would just kill over and I could walk over there and pick them up and take them out.
Yeah, they give you one dying gobble to give you their location.
Yeah, exactly. And so I didn't really need a vest at that point in time, but I lost those calls over a period of years and trips in the woods and that kind of thing. And so anyway, I'm saying all that to say I like going out and running 4 different calls in a day. So, but if I was back to that point to where I was only taking 2 calls with me every time I went out, I absolutely would not take a turkey vest.
Yeah, that's this fall. I just took a fanny pack, like a little fanny pack, strapped it on the waist, had a couple extra shells, bottle of water, and I had another turkey call or 2 in there, and then my diaphragm in my mouth, and took it out.
Yeah,
it was pretty nice. I was like, I don't know, I don't really mind this. Granted, my turkey vest is the Run and Gun 200, I think, from Nightingale.
Yeah,
and I don't know why I'm even against it at this point. It's not like it really adds much. That thing's very minimalistic anyway.
It is.
But it works great, and the thing I love about it is it has a spot to put the water bladder on the back for days when I know I'm going to be hunting 4 or 5 hours straight, probably covering a lot of ground.
Yeah.
And that bladder comes in handy because you can just be walking and sipping out of that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, you'll have to give us a review if you end up going for that vest. Maybe go test it out if they're at the NWTF convention. See if you can put your hands on it before.
Yeah.
Or Mark's Outdoors Day there in Birmingham or at Unicoi. You'll find one somewhere, I'm sure.
We'll find one somewhere.
Sweet. Yeah. My next ask that I have is I got to get new boots.
Mm-hmm.
So my current I need new rubber boots. My hiking boots are still in good shape, but my rubber boots, I was doing some work and a stick shot right through them about a little over ankle high. And so I was about to throw them away, and then I was like, I'm not going to throw these away. So I cut them off. So they're now like little rubber shoes.
Yeah.
Which, funny enough, I looked up online. They apparently sell those for like $100. What in the world? But they're what I wear now before I put my waders on to duck hunt. Or
there you go.
I wear them to go change the chicken food out or doing work in the yard. I wear them all the time, trapping.
Yeah.
They're like my favorite shoes now are these short little boots. But I'm going to need some normal knee boots for spring for the mornings I hunt in either swampy conditions or after a rain or whatever when I don't want my pants to be soaking wet. So I'll be getting a new pair of, I know this is, part of we laugh about the turkey hunter's uniform. These are part of the uniform that everybody wears, the yellow top lacrosse Grange boots. But I have to say, they're freaking awesome. There's a reason everybody likes them. They're lightweight. They last a long time unless you shove a stick through them. And I've walked many miles in the lacrosse Grange yellow tops, and they've never let me down. So I'm sticking with them, unless you tell me otherwise. Now, I know you got a pair of the light boots.
I do have a pair of the light boots, and I really like them.
So would you be team light boot or yellow top lacrosse Grange?
So I had the lacrosse Grange for a long time.
Yeah, that's what you wore when I first met you.
Yeah, and I would probably go light because of the weight.
Yeah,
or lack thereof, and
the lightness.
They're both hot when the sun's out and it's a warm day, they're both hot. It doesn't matter. I would say one's equally as hot as the other. But I will also say on those cold mornings, I think the light boots are better insulated.
Huh.
Keep my feet a little bit warmer. And my feet and my hands sweat constantly, nonstop. So they're always cold. Well,
Yeah.
that's not true. June, July, August, September, my hands and feet are not cold. But like in the morning, spring morning turkey hunting, or a fall morning when it's cold in the morning, but it warms up, my hands and my feet get cold. And so having that, it just seems like they insulate a little bit better. Those light boots do, and they keep my feet a little bit warmer on those cold mornings before it gets to be 85 degrees and you're ripping clothes off because you're sweating to death.
Yeah. I've heard my brother has some, and his big selling point on them is they have a rubber sole.
Yeah.
So, in typical turkey hunting fashion, if there's a large body of deep water anywhere in the vicinity, the turkey will be across that.
Mm-hmm.
And, you end up swimming or wading across, and he'll just wear his boots across and then just dump them out. And they're like as good as new because they don't soak any water up, whereas most boots have a fabric type sole in the bottom that is going to stay wet for the remainder of the day. Those are like Crocs. You just dump them out and they're good to go.
Yeah.
So that is one positive I'll say on the light boot side that has me looking at them. So I may have to go test some out. I may ask my brother if I can borrow his and go for a little hike through the woods in them, see how they feel on me.
I will tell you that they took a little while for me to get used to, or maybe a little while for my feet to build up calluses where they rub against, because they are a little loose around the ankles, and that is in order to give you some more ventilation. And so, at least when I bought my pair of boots, the people with the light boots told me, don't wear thick socks with them. Wear thin socks because your feet need to breathe inside of these boots. And so when you wear those thin socks, your ankles will tend to rub on the boot a little bit. So taking them out one time, you may not think they're comfortable, but after you wear them for a week, not all day, every day, but wear them for a couple hours a day, 3 hours a day, every day for a week, you get a little resistance built up and you're good to go. You literally can wear them all day long and not even know you have them on. So
yeah, I may do a little investigating on that.
Yeah.
What do you have next?
So next on my list is a print from our buddy Grizz Hawkins, Clayton Worrell. I think that would make just a great gift for any turkey hunter to put in their office, in their man cave, at their hunting camp. That's just, man, I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of very, very talented artists and photographers out there. His work, to me, it encompasses what turkey hunting is to me, the essence of turkey hunting.
Yeah.
He's just got an amazing eye. His prints are incredible, and it's art that I think you could put anywhere and it would be a conversation piece. So that's their number 3 on my list.
I like that. That's a good one. That is a good one. I've got some smaller prints from him, and I really like them. They look great.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple of them over my gun case. They look awesome in that room.
Yeah. And here's the other thing. If you don't have room in your office, your man cave, or your hunting camp for a print, or you don't have the money to spend for a print, buy one of his t-shirts. You take that thing with you everywhere you go. Wear the same t-shirt every single day.
Well, his dadgum t-shirts are like some of the most comfortable shirts on earth too. That's what I work out in every morning.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone else at the gym's probably like, here comes the turkey guy again.
There's the turkey guy.
There he is, bench pressing off his gobbler again.
Why does this guy only bench 22 pounds?
Yeah.
Why does he have a butterball that he's doing curls with?
Yeah, in each arm. I like it. Yeah, pretty much. Next on my list, something I picked up from Andy. Not picked up from, I didn't steal it from him, but saw at his house, he taught me and showed me that I think folks should put on their Christmas list, the jacquard.
Oh, yeah.
The jacquard, I may have said this before on here many moons ago, but that meat tenderizer, it's JACCARD. It's got 48 little blades in it. I use that thing all the time.
It's amazing.
When I'm cooking. So turkey, deer, ducks, chicken, whatever it is, I hit it with that jacquard pretty good. Man, the deer backstrap and that, oh man, it makes it so tender and good. But the jacquard, JACCARD, it's a meat tenderizer. Just kind of slam the meat with it, and it does wonders. I like to do it a lot of times before I marinate the meat. It seems like it gets a better absorption after you've done that. And I use it a lot. We use it all the time, and I feel like it really improves a lot of the wild game meat I bring home as far as tenderness.
Yeah, it's a must-have.
It is a must-have.
It is an absolute must-have in the kitchen. Yeah, very cool. All right, so you took my number 2, and we made it part of number 5. So I'm going to have a new number 2 here, and it's actually, I'm just going to go ahead and give you number 2 and number 1 because they're related. So number 2 is a brown paper bag of call cash.
Call cash.
Call cash. What does that mean? Number
Cash
1
for
on my
call.
list is give me a hotel room in Helen, Georgia on January 8th, 9th, and 10th for the Unicoi Custom Call Maker Show.
Yeah.
Turn me loose with a brown bag full of call cash. And I'm talking about probably the best Christmas ever.
The
Talk
happiest dude on earth right there.
No joke, man. Talking about reliving that 6-year-old birthday when you got that bicycle that you always wanted, or the 8-year-old birthday where you got the shotgun that you had your eyeball on, that the big boy shotgun that you have seen all your dad's buddies or your uncle's buddies carry around in the woods. You're right back to that same feeling when you walk in Unicoi with a bag full of cash.
Yeah. I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah, that absolutely number 1 on my list, and number 2, of course, is optional. I don't know if many people are going to give you a brown bag full of cash, but you never know.
That's a good gift all the time.
Yeah. But the hotel room in Helen, Georgia, I mean, you literally can get a room there for $100 a night. Go take your wife or girlfriend, or your wife and your girlfriend up there, and for a night in Helen, go to the Call Maker Show for 2 days, and you will have a blast. A blast. It'll be awesome.
Yeah. Yep. That's a good gift. I had on here, if you want to use some of your brown bag call cash, I had turkey calls, because, I mean, what an easy Christmas gift for any turkey hunter. Give them some turkey calls.
Yeah,
And
no doubt.
highly recommend. We are selling our diaphragm calls again, a little shameless plug, but that'll be in the show notes. They're some of the best out there, in my opinion. I can send you pictures. They are successful. Very, very successful.
They have been the demise of quite a few turkeys over the past, what have we been working with those 2 years now?
Yeah.
2 seasons, going on season number 3. Yeah.
If you've been hunting public land anywhere near here and you were hunting a turkey and you don't hear him anymore, it was those calls. So, and he tastes great. But they are going to be online. They're online right now. You can go get them. Andy will put that in the show notes. I use the Batwing. We have different cuts. We're going to be adding small frame calls for people whose diaphragm / palate on the top of their mouth is shaped smaller.
Yeah.
Those are useful for a lot of people. And so we'll be adding those soon, but that's a great gift, stocking stuffer gift for a turkey hunter. Throw a couple diaphragm calls in there.
That is a great gift for the stocking, no doubt.
Yes.
Another really good stocking stuffer, a little bit more costly. And from what I understand, this year is going to be even a little more costly. And that is a box or 2 of TSS shells. So my lovely bride knows Christmas Easter, anything like that where she's looking for just a little something to give, TSS shells, always a good gift.
That is a fact. Yeah. Yeah, I bet, because most tungsten comes out of China, doesn't it? So I bet it will be a good bit higher this year.
Yep.
Should have bought the 1,000 rounds last year.
Oh yeah, should have gotten 1,000 for sure. I could.
That would have lasted me almost the full season.
I would have spent 10 grand on him, but this year it'd be worth 20 grand. So it's about like buying Bitcoin, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll have to throw my hat doubly as far after missing this year.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Last thing on my list, I only have one more. This is something I picked up this past year that I used turkey season and now using for duck season. After chipping a tooth, the Garrett Pro Pointer handheld metal detector. That's about $100, but it works really well. I don't know about with TSS, those tiny number 9s. It's going to be harder to find. Although I did have a turkey that got shot in the leg that I ran it on, and I bet I pulled 40 TSS pellets out of that turkey.
Yeah.
And so I was able to eat that meat no problem. And it works really good, especially larger shot in these duck breasts that I've been cleaning, shooting number 2s and BBs. It picks them up no problem. So highly recommend that. If it's a big, I wouldn't run it on like the whole turkey breast. I mean, that's a thick piece of meat to try to find a pellet in the middle. Typically what I'll do is cut it up however I'm cutting it up, either into, if I'm cooking it whole at first, I could then shred it or whatever I'm doing and then run it. It honestly works better, seems like to me, to do it after you cook the meat, because you got rid of a lot of the moisture. It's cut into smaller pieces, and then you just run that wand through there and see if you got any pellets, and it'll go nuts. And if you do, then you narrow down which piece, pull the pellet out, save yourself a dental bill.
Yeah.
But, I got a 4-year-old at home too she's probably eating more wild game already than most Americans, but
it's a true statement, I believe.
She's eating turkey and ducks and deer and stuff every night pretty much. And I don't want her to crunch down on a pellet with her little baby teeth and have a problem. So the $100 Garrett Pro Pointer wand works great. Highly recommend. Had a friend of mine showed me that on a turkey hunting trip. He whipped his out after I killed one, and he found like 3 pellets in the meat we were about to cook. And I was like, I'm going to get one of those.
Yeah.
I've not regretted it. So that's a great gift idea. $100. It may have to go in with somebody on it, but it's a great gift.
Yeah. I have one that I use. I've never used it on after I've cooked the meat, but I've used it before cooking, and it will find number 9 TSS. I will tell you though, what I've noticed, you tell me if you've seen the same thing. Maybe I don't even know what brand mine is. So you said yours is a Garrett. I don't know what brand mine is, but mine will sometimes give me a false positive because of my granite countertops.
Oh yeah. Wedding ring also.
Yeah.
Got to take the wedding ring off, granite countertops. Basically what I've started doing is I wave it over the area in which I'm planning to hold the meat. And if it goes off and nothing's there, then I know something's going to trigger it falsely. So I wave it around, nothing goes off, perfect. Then I put a plate full of meat or whatever right there and then do it again.
Yeah.
And that seems to work pretty good for me.
Yeah. It really can help you guys out. If y'all don't have one, I recommend you get one. It's useful and it's quick.
Yeah.
And the other thing you can do with it is what I do. And that is when my wife comes back from shopping, I will wand her when she walks in the door to make sure she's not smuggling anything, any jewelry or anything like that in that I don't know about. And, it's really helped save me some money.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. If that works for you, do it.
Yeah. But I take it with me wherever I go. That way she doesn't wand to me when I come back from the sporting goods store.
Yeah. Yeah. It goes off with 1,000 rounds of TSS strapped to you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Or hits the screws on your box calls from Unicoi.
Ooh, man, that'd be rough.
That'd be a rough find. That'd be rough. But that concludes my list of things I have that I think would make good gifts and things I'm asking for this year. Obviously, I guess one more thing, and this isn't a gift anyone else can give me, but hard gobbling 2-year-olds. I put that on the Christmas list. Hopefully Santa brings that for 2026.
I hope you get a lot of them for 2026.
That's only Santa and the good Lord can provide that, but we're going to hope that's the case.
That's right. Yeah. Very cool, man. I've enjoyed this. This has been fun, and you've given me a couple of things to look at and think about. So
yeah. And if anybody on here has, any questions about anything we've talked about, if you want to email us, Andy@IamTurkeyHunting.com or Cameron.Weddington@gmail.com, feel free to email us and we can tell you about the product or send you a link or whatever you need. Other things, couple quick ones, Onyx subscription. That'd be an easy gift.
Yeah.
Glenda Green, her seats, awesome for turkey hunting. Really cool pieces, very comfortable. Great gift idea.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what the sling is I bought this year. It's like a little skinny Claw, I think is the brand. Sling, the quick.
Oh, yeah. Those are great.
Like Claw gunsling. Great gunsling. Awesome gift for turkey hunter. So there you go. Quick blast. If you have any questions, email us, call us, text us, find us on social media, figure out a way to contact us, and we'd be happy to help out with your Christmas shopping for your turkey hunters or yourself.
Yeah. This is likely to be the only episode that a lot of the guys who listen to this show share with their wives each year.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's true. So with that being said, wives, make sure, the best gift you can give your husband is to let him turkey hunt as much and as often as he wants this spring.
They just quit listening.
Yeah. No complaints, no qualms. Even if you have 5 kids at home, just let the guy go turkey hunting. Come on.
Yeah. We just lost every female that's ever listened to this show or ever will have it forwarded to them again. They'll never listen. So very cool.
All right. You want to wrap us up?
Yeah, let's do it. Do you have a favor of the week you want to ask before we do that?
How about go grab a turkey call off the website? We talked about them. Grab them. Great stocking stuffer. Great gift. Good thing for yourself. Time to start practicing. The season will be upon us very soon. Grab you a couple calls, different cuts, practice on them, be ready for turkey season, or gift them. We'd greatly appreciate it. We think they're the best around. I know they are, but you'll have to be your own judge. Go grab some.
I like that. So let's do it. Let's wrap this thing up and start talking about next week.
Sounds good.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. We know that you have choices. We appreciate you spending your time with us. We hope you have a wonderful week, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thanks for tuning in. You were just listening to the Turkey Hunter Podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please go on over to iTunes and leave a 5-star review. And make sure to head over to www.IamTurkeyHunting.com to subscribe for free turkey hunting tips, tactics, strategies, and product reviews to help you have a more successful turkey season. And stay tuned for upcoming episodes on hunting afternoon birds, how to film your hunt, and the breeding cycle of hens, as well as some guest interviews. Thanks again for listening. We know your time is valuable, and we appreciate you sharing some of it with us. See you next week.